My passion has always been to combine photography and art. I'm also fascinated by the combination of moving image and artistic vision. Last summer, I had the task of creating landscape videos for the National Museum of Finland, reflecting the Stone Age landscapes of Scandinavia. In this third episode, my aim was to film bog landscape of early autumn from the perspective of ancient man. It's a fascinating subject because bogs are somewhat mysterious places. The bog has a strong scent and is beautiful when viewed from near and far. In my mind, the marsh and other natural landscapes blend into an artistic whole, and this project inspired me to film autumn nature in its entirety. Filming the bog itself was quite simple. I wanted to shoot the slowly processing misty landscape with a drone. First, I just had to find a large wetland that wasn't too far from home. I started scouting the sites in the summer, and at the same time I photographed everything interesting that I came across. When humans arrived in North after the Ice Age, one of the dominant landscapes was a variety of marshes and wetlands. Nowadays, many bogs have been drained and afforested. The hardest thing was to find a swamp area where there were no spruce trees on the edge of the forest. I assumed that the morning mist would cover the edge of the distant forest, so the open part of the bog should be wide. Once I had found the target, I went to the site in the evening to check it out for drone filming. I spent the night in a hammock at the edge of the national park. I listened to the farm dog barking a few times during the night. My intuition told me that there was some wildlife nearby, even though it was very quiet. The morning was ideal for drone video shooting. There were a few clouds in the sky and a mist over the swamp. When shooting with a drone, the horizon is usually best placed in the upper third of the sky, as the viewer's attention is usually down on the ground. Unless, of course, there are beautiful clouds in the sky. The ideal conditions last up for several hours. The propellers collected moisture on the drone's surface, which had to be wiped off from time to time. Moisture is not good for drone and problems can occur later. The sun was shining through the fog and clouds. The lighting was constantly changing. I kept finding better and better angles and compositions. Smooth drone movement is achieved with cruise control, which can easily be programmed into the controller. It's best to take the sensors off when you want the drone to move smoothly and not constantly change altitude. But then you have to be careful not to fly backwards into a tree. When the mist disappeared, I started filming cuckoos that rested in the swamp during their migration. They always like to sit on the same particular branches, but sometimes it was hard to keep up with them. It was time to say goodbye to the summer project and relax.